Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 1st of February. New month, new mods, with the threat of another massive mod Friday looming potentially over us. It's Thursday, we've got a few mods. We'll crack on with that. We have got some updates as well. The first one I'm going to read out wasn't on there when I did my screenshots and prepared everything, but the map Mason County by Poor Boy has had an update that does require a new save game, a new save slot. The Bison Pack with Deus Vault, the Axion 930 PTT by Maxcon AGV modding, the Lizard Silverado 3500 by Agro Tonyo, the Lizard 6205 pack by Grimlock RRC, the Brocard pack by Nico Do 55, the Pavelli RAT pack by DD Mod Passion, the Cressetto CMR pack by DD Mod Passion, the Unia KLZ3A by Slyclef, Vauxhall and Austri, the Kun GMD Compact F pack by Agro Design Austria, the Barn and Cowshed by Leo, the Line Production by Aka Designer, and the British Grain Sheds by Red Dog have all had updates. In front of me we've got the Farmers Market by BERNIESCS. This is 11.83 megabytes download, 6 lots on console, 55,000 to buy. It is a sell point. Fairly straightforward. It does give a list of things you can sell there: potato, egg, wool, milk, bread, honey, butter, cheese, sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, tomato, lettuce, strawberry, grape, raisins, grape juice, wood chip and seeds. Now if you're never sure, or you're not sure, or you want to know, you can always go to your prices, and I've said this before, look down at all the different items, and if you go across one you'll see the different places. Now, so as I was saying, if you have a look across, now you have to be careful depending on the map you're on, and this is another little, again, you'll probably already know this, but if you don't, little top tip if you're not sure. So one of the first things it said is potatoes. If I go up to these other ones here, it says Farmers Market there, and then Farmers Market to buy. Now that's on the map. If I scroll down till we get to potatoes, you will now see that we've got Farmers Market, and Farmers Market. So the way to differentiate, if you're not sure, if I go to that bottom left, it says tag place. If I tag place and come out, you'll see that place over there, that's the Farmers Market on the map. So we can buy and we can sell at that Farmers Market. If we want to know which one this is, if I go back into that menu, we go across and I untag place. And if we go down to the next one and tag place, it should, there we go. So you can find whichever sell point it is and what the prices are if you're not sure, and if you've got multiple ones that say the same thing. The other thing that might be worth checking, let's just go over to here as well. If we go into build mode and we go along, actually if we click on it, R3 select, there we go, you can rename it. So if you are in a situation where you're on a map where you've got multiples, like on this one you've got Farmers Market and this is Farmers Market, you might want to call it Farmers Market 1 or Farmers Market, you know, it's BERNIESCS, so you could put Bernie's Farmers Market if you wanted to. So you know which one it is specifically you're going to sell. Not all of them will allow you to do that, but you can rename it if you want to. And you can do that with a lot of the other sell points. So a lot of people ask me, on a map, a lot of times you can reset stuff. Under build mode, under production, under sell points. Sorry, that was a lot long-winded. Just there, slot count will come down to 1. There's no option for colour choice or anything like that when you place it. And rotation is all the way around. Not some of them are 90 degrees only, but that is full rotation for the Farmers Market by BERNIESCS. Next we've got this. Now this is an odd one. We often get Coulters. This is the Coulter Rail and Bar by ls.pics.by.paul. 0.98 megabytes download, 2 slots on console, and this is a front bar. Now often when you've got a rear mounted bar, it's designed for older tractors, smaller tractors. If you've got a trailer or something with a bar on the back which is putting extra weight on the rear axle, the rear of the tractor, you can adjust that bar up underneath it and it just shifts the weight of the thing. This is under weights, it's a front bar. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a bar. People will find uses for things like this all the time. You will find this under tools and this was weights. I already said that, didn't I? Why am I looking under miscellaneous? There you go. Slot count of 2 comes down to 1. Coulter rail, Coulter bar. Those are the 2 choices. Link balls on the end, yes or no, and then main colour, anything on that palette, like that. Those are your choices. Now, when we're in the tractor, go back to the front, Start it up. We can raise and... Why is it not doing that one? There we go. We can raise and lower that, but there's no manual adjustment on that. I'm going to just double check that. Drop that off on the back. Drive forward. Yep. It is just raise and lower the weight. There's no manual adjustment. I'm having a mare today. So that's the Coulter rail and bar by ls.pics.by.paul. Paul. On the back, which I've just disconnected, we've got the pitchfork. Here. So if you want to play a bit of jousting with your mates, get a tractor where you can return the seat round, change driving direction, fence and things like that, vouchers sometimes. Might be a bit of a giggle. This is by KxuyLS. This is 3.08 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. Now, this I think is designed more for round bales. We have got the option for raising and lowering manually and tilting. So we've got a bit of tilt on that, as you can see. If I drop that down, we can raise and lower it automatically. And if I go to a round bale, you'll see what I mean. It helps if you have a front weight. There you go, raise that up. Take it to where you're going, put it into a trough, whatever you want to do, put it onto a trailer, it's up to you. And we've got a bit of movement. I only say it's more designed for round bales simply because the square bale sits a bit lower. And to get the angle right on the square bale, you have to tilt it a bit more to get into it, but then taking it off again is a bit tricky. That's not too bad if you're going to be putting it into a feed trough or putting it in for bedding or putting it in for total mixed ration. It will still pick it up. Obviously that's a little bit heavy, you might need a front weight on it. It's not seeming to like it very much, there you go. So if I can get that a little bit lower. Like I say, it's not really probably designed for it, but yeah, it doesn't go in as far as it does if you do the round bale. But you can pick them up. Just. That's it. Now I did think actually this might be telescopic, but I've gone L1, R1, L1, R1. I've got no option to extend that. As far as I can tell, it is literally just lift, lower, tilt for that. It's a big barbecue fork. The Pitchfork by KxuyLS. Next, oh yeah, we've got this. This is the Lizard 2GLT1 by Puszkap, 5.38 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 3 meters wide. It's a tedder, I suppose a little bit like the hay bob. Slightly different connection though to a hay bob. You will find it under tedders. That one there, 1,700, 28 horsepower required, that's all. Slot count comes down to 1. We can have cover on, which puts a frame on the top if you want the frame on there. Main colour does that. Design colour does the tines. And then rim colour, you've guessed it, does the rim. So, I have got a little bit of grass cut over here, in amongst the grass that's already there. But if we turn it on, if stuff's raised, we might catch that a little bit, but it does need to be lowered. So, to lower it down, it doesn't actually move. Notice that? But, once it is technically lowered, off we go. It spreads it a little bit, not horrendously. So, if you've got swaths already and you wanted to TED, just be aware, you know, sometimes you use a mower that swaths for you, and then if you need to make hay, using something like this will spread it back out a little bit. This one's not horrendous for it. I'll drop that down. But as you can see, it will spread it back out a little bit. Not horrendously, but it will put it back out. And there you go. Nice animation, nice sound effects. That's the Lizard 2GLT1 by Puszkap. Next, we've got this. This is the KxuyLS DC133 disc mower 2018-2023 by Jolly Farms Modding. 6.18 megabytes download, 6 slots on console, 4 meters wide. It's, remember the old disc bind? What's the disc bind, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Wasn't it? The old disc bind. Now this one doesn't have an adjustment, at least I don't think there was, for adjusting the swath. But this is one of the ones that you, when you unfold it, it goes to one side, but you have got the ability to swing it side to side, adjust it to match whatever it is you want to do. So if you want to run a front mower as well, you can run a front mower and have this out to the side, and then you can bring it in and adjust it to match up with your front mower, or just run it to the side and you can get it out right along fences, hedges, that kind of thing. This you will find under mowers, just there, 20,500, 90 horsepower required, slot count comes down to 1. Now, nothing changes other than the decal as far as I can tell. So, 2018, 2023. I don't think anything else changes on it. No, just the decals as far as I can tell. And that's your options. So, start it up. Unfolding, swings out to the side. So as I drive forward, that will now swing out. You can see it's quite a way out from the tractor. If I turn it on, drop it down, and that's us mowing. Now, like I say, I haven't got an option for adjusting that swath. That's how it stays. Then while we're driving, L1 and right stick side to side, I can then adjust that. Swing around that way a little bit. I can bring it all the way over to the other side. So for switching sides of fields, hedges, fences, around things, I think that's because I had something placed. We'll get a massive mound of the stuff in a minute. There you go. Do you have lights on it? As you can see. Nice smooth adjustment. That's going quite slowly. You can bring it over a bit faster if you want. And that's how it runs. Nice, neat and tidy. The KxuyLS DC133 Disc Mower 2018-2023 by Jolly Farms Modding. Next, we've got these, the Lizard HL Tank by Holzs FS, 12.25 megabytes download, 7 slots, 8 slots, 8 slots, 3 tanks in the pack, 1,500 litre, 3,500 litre and a 5,000 litre tank. We do have options. As you can see, this one's got a pump on it, an electric pump for fuel. There are on this one, I think it's got 4 options for fuel. That one's got 2, I think that one's got 1 for fuel, and of the 3 this is the only one that does milk. You'll see me go into the options. As you can see as well, they've all got a rear hitch and they will connect together as well as connect to other bits if you want them to. Nicely made and detailed. These you will find under tools and miscellaneous. So 1,200 for the first one, 2,100 and 3,800. Not too expensive. And as you can see, the first one and the second one, you've got water, liquid fertilizer, herbicide and fuel. And then the third one does the extra milk on it as well. So options on the first one, configuration standard, we've got fuel 1, 2, so the first one's a hand pump, second one's electric pump, 3, 4, back to standard. Wheel setup, we've got 1 and 2, I think it was in this one, yep. Stickers yes or no, design colour, anything on that palette, and then rim colour. Slightly different metallics, and we've got 2 black colours on there. Say 2 black colours, they're both black, but I think one's glossy and one's more matte. Then we go to the next one along. So this one's got fuel transport 1 and 2, I think which is 1 and 2, and then back to standard. Yep. Design on wheels, I think was 3 or 4 options on this. 2, 3, 4 and back. Stickers again, design colour and rim colour on that one. And then the last one, this one's got a bit more going on. If we go from that, that's your milk transport, and then that is your fuel transport, which adds all of that on, which I think is quite cool. I like that. So your milk transport, fuel transport back to standard. Again, design 1 for wheels. We've got design 1, 2, 3, 4, back to 1. Stickers, design colour and rim colour again are our choices. Got fuel in the first one, liquid fertiliser in the second one, milk in the third. If I disconnect that one. And they do what they need to do. They transport liquids. It's fairly straightforward. Not much else to those. That's the Lizard HL tank by Holzs FS. Next, we have got these. This. Not sure about this. I'm not going to lie. The Crane Block Grab by Cyprus Simulation Games. 5.49 megabytes download. I didn't write down what the slot count was. Sorry. But then they won't be very much. They're not very high. But these are designed to go on your more various different cranes. The pictures in the mod hub show it on the Volvo. That's the modded one by Kenny456. I just got a modded one to see if it would work on a modded one as well. Something to be aware of, it hooks onto the green hook on there, and there's a small hook on that one as well, and it will swing fairly freely. You need to be in this orientation for the option to come up for it to attach. I came at it this way and it didn't give me the option, and I suddenly thought, oh, that's a problem, this isn't going to work. And all it was, I was just around the wrong way. So as you can see, the option there, if I hook it up, we've got a bit of sway on it, it moves a little bit. Obviously that's the crane operation. If I go L1 R1, I can rotate that grab, and then we can open it and close it like that. Now, what I will say is this, it's designed for pallets, that kind of thing. Big bags, yeah, I did try it on a little vehicle a little while ago and it kind of grabbed it. That's not what it's designed for. There's no tension straps on it, and unfortunately it suffers a little bit with the usual, what used to be referred to as the log physics, but crane physics generally. If you get right down on a pallet and grab it, it's okay, but it will start to move. It walks. I'll show you with this one. I'll just tilt that head a bit. Hang on. That way. So it's hanging a bit better. There we go. Now, when it gets to something like a pallet, and you come over the pallet, it kind of auto locks it onto it. Kind of, you see now, bottom right, it's registering what's on there, so it's kind of got the pallet. If I try and lift that now, it's kind of almost attached. It doesn't give you the option to attach it, but what I need to do is release that and come up a bit, and then it will see what I mean. It sort of attaches and then doesn't quite. If I rotate that now and put that down, if I get that as far down as I can go, and then we grab the pallet, it will grab onto the pallet, and then we can lift, which is great, which is what we need. I can rotate it, but be careful, especially with the joystick, because it can open it at the same time, and would you believe it, it's now sitting there absolutely fine. And what I was finding was, as I was manipulating it around, the pallet was wandering. I wonder if it will do it when I drive. No, it's not doing it. Oh, it's alright then, that's good. But yeah, all that was happening, you might find it does, you might not, was the pallet was going that way or that way and gradually working its way loose to the grab, and as is always the case, never work with children, animals or pallets, because now it's working absolutely fine just to spite me. But that's what it's designed to do. Lift and lower pallets. The great thing as well, if you use this one by Kenny456, if you want to put your pallets, big bags, stuff like that on top of buildings, I don't know, up in space, something like that. Got plenty of elevation on certain cranes and grabs. Oh, there we go, we've got some movement. Like I say, it's probably not supposed to be moved around as much. And there we go, it's starting to move out. But that, I mean, that's more because I spent too long with it. If you're just picking up bags or pallets, moving them, loading them, or unloading them, moving them, putting them onto, then it's not a problem. I don't think it likes being held for too long. Like a girlfriend of mine, I recall. Anyway, that's the crane block grab. Hang on, did I even show it? Miscellaneous? There it is. I didn't show it. It's under miscellaneous. Sorry about that. Slot count, same one because I've got two of them. Options on this. We've got main colour, which does the framework. We've got design colour, which does the bars between. Probably not the best colour. Let's do something that stands out. There you go, orange. Then design colour does the hook strap attachment, like that. On there. There we go. That's better. That's the crane block grab by Cyprus Simulation Games, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. And it's this / these. This is the KxuyLS Scout XL 4x4 by SleutjesModding, 11.15 megabytes download, 8 slots on console. We can have it in KxuyLS or we can have it in New Holland, and then there was a lizard option as well with a few different options. This one's got no roof, more bull bar on that. That one's got a single bar on it, but it does have a roof. That one's got a 3-point link on it. That one hasn't. So you can go through. I think it's 650 litre capacity. And it does have straps on it as well, which I'll show you momentarily. Under vehicles, under cars, just there, 8,560. Slot count comes down from 8 to 1. So on the back, attaches standard or 3-point link. Then we've got wheel setup, standard or standard 2. Then we've got the KxuyLS Scout, the New Holland Rustler, and then we've got the Lizard 2200 IntelliTrack. Roof setup, yes or no, which puts a beacon on top if you want it. Then we've got bumper, no. We've got short, long, back to no. I quite like that. Rim colour, any one of those. And then license plate option on there as well. Jump in, start it up. Horn, lights. Nice bit of suspension movement as well when you go over bumps and things like that. Unload. There are tension straps, as I said, so if you want to put bales, logs, that kind of stuff in there, you absolutely can. First person, without the roof, does make it seem a lot more airy and light. Pop out, jump in this one. See what I mean? That's not as bad, I suppose. I thought it seemed quite dark when I first got on it, but there you go, the New Holland Rustler. So I mean, a little bit of suspension movement. It's not bad at all, not too expensive either. The KxuyLS Scout XL 4x4 by SleutjesModding. We do have a new map out today, Competition by Grimlock RRC. I will get onto that as soon as I possibly can. And that's it for the mods for February the 1st. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.